everyone. Welcome back. So we are here, and
I'm Carson.
I'm Carolyn.
Let's get treacherous.
So basically, I picked off all the yellow on my fingernails, and the nail polish colors that I'm wearing right now. This is what I wore on Survivor.
Oh yeah, it is
on my toes.
It is, yeah. So is it color matched?
The truth is I couldn't decide a color, and then when I can't decide a color, I pick them all. I should be on that side with my tattoo arm. Anyway.
Do you want to switch?
No,
we can.
No, we're good. Because you know what? I don't need to be always tattooing. So let's get this started. So this was like a crazy episode. First of all, I picked Carson up at the airport. I don't ever I'm not a great planner sometimes. And so you aren't either. You are, but you aren't. You're very, no, you're very, you
a good planner.
No, you plan, but then me and you are both always late, last minute.
That's true. I am always like running the clock. Yeah.
Which I like. I don't want to be early. So anyway, when you had told me, yeah, this is the flight time, I didn't think anything of it. Then like 2 days ago, I'm like, oh my gosh, you literally land when the episode is like an hour before. Oh my gosh. So we're rushing. Then it's delayed.
Yeah.
Then, I had to take like all of my like willpower and just like, don't watch the episode without you. It sucked. And I literally drove as the episode's airing and everyone's texting me and I'm like, don't spoil it. You've seen it before. I don't know what happens in every episode. Anyways.
That is very true. Like people, even because, speaking from my Survivor time and yours as well, like you watch the show the first time and it's so exciting because you haven't actually seen how it's going to be edited together, because you might film for 2 days, one day, but who knows what they're going to choose to show for the story. And
you have no idea.
And it's also a little stressful because you know that at the end of the day, really whatever is shown is what's going to become your written over memory if you don't write it down or something. So it's terrifying because you have so many other people who also had a story out there, and who knows whose story is going to be told. Thankfully, Miss Carolyn's is always told.
No, is it?
It is. And I can't.
Where do I look if I want to like?
You don't look at the computer. You look at the phone.
Okay.
I am absurdly angry,
but we're gonna be very
kind, or try to. But I'm glad that we're doing this in person, because last time we did this in person, we did like 3 cameras. It was so hard to figure out. Gosh. So we're just doing 1 camera.
I'm like, Carson can never do anything not extra. So like, let's get into it.
I am extra.
No, I know. I was like, oh my gosh, we had all these camera angles. And again, it's like, it's fun to do that. But like, Jared, what are you eating? Food. Okay.
I think in person is like 20 times better. Yeah, so I don't interrupt you. You don't interrupt me.
It's way better. So let's get this party. Did you see where Cookie chewed the couch? Okay. Anyway.
Oh, that was Cookie.
So, okay. So let's get this started.
Cookie is Carolyn's bunny.
Let's get it started. So basically, we start the episode out. Now I kind of want to do these like how Tamara does it. And like, we walk into the breakfast room. Now what happens?
The thing is, Carolyn, we still have to break.
No, I can't do that. That's not me. But like, do you know what I mean? Let's walk you through the episode. I can't. So, okay, let's take a break.
Let's take a break. Okay, we will be back. Looks like we have a visitor as we're starting back. Jerry, the precious dog. Jerry and I have come a long ways in terms of our friendship.
Yeah, and you start every fight with him, so I will not hear it.
I do not. Well, okay, so what happens was we did we watched the episode after my flight landed, and we were sitting on the couch, and Jerry is so still sometimes. like does not make a move, and I forget that he's there, and so I'll be like reaching for something, and all of a sudden I accidentally touch his head, and I just scream out of fear, and then he starts screaming,
No,
and then he attacks me and bites me.
never seen anyone do, and dogs do remember, and they do remember trauma, and he's not healed from it.
Poor Gerald.
Just saying. So here's what's up. Basically, wait, where are we? What?
Let's just start with the turret. You get back after Boston Rob outs Bob the drag queen and takes him out.
What am I not allowed to do? I'm not allowed to like remember. I can't say like what really happened, and then my brain is fogged.
Yeah, you just can't. I got it.
You can't say what really happened, and then what was the other thing?
That's it.
Or like this is what they didn't show, and then oh, duh. Okay. Pew. Okay.
I didn't again.
Okay, so we get into the turret.
What is he doing?
Carson, have you ever had a dog? Anyway, I'm so sick
does
of
he have a butt rash?
He has sensitive skin. It's because of the winter. Kramer got that too. It's just they lick and then he gets dry. He doesn't have hair.
He can lick back there.
He can like he's got sensitive skin. Okay. So anyway, we get in the turret and it's like, girl, and you hear Danielle say this, like, can you like just fill us in next time? And the whole thing with that is like, it was so last minute, which, okay, thinking back to that, it's like, oh, I can, at the time, no, I couldn't understand his point of view, Rob's, because it was like, what the heck? We're traitors. We at least like stay together until someone's so suspicious that we have no other choice than to fling them out. So I just was like, why are we coming for each other so soon? And that's how I saw it at the time. It's like, this was an ego thing. This wasn't about like, oh, Bob's coming for me. I didn't see it like that. I do understand that point of view now. I don't even remember hearing Bob the drag queen say that. I don't. So that was my mindset back then. I'm like, oh my gosh, he just wants to be in control and he just wants to call the shots and this sucks. So immediately I'm like, oh my gosh. So when he said, what did he say? He was like, I had to do what I had to do. And I'm like, did he say your name? Did he say it specifically?
Well, that was interesting because I can see how subtle Bob the drag queen said it out at the challenge that y'all had, where he's like, I think it's one of the new guys. And if I were there, I probably, Bob talks so much. I don't know if I would have even picked up on it.
So, I don't think the other two really did. But again, I can see from Boston Rob's point of view.
Oh, yeah.
Because if I would have been in the bookcase area where they were like, no, put her in. And if I would have heard them say, I knew like Danielle had asked me, but if I would have seen them like so much so try to push me in that coffin, I would have been like red flags. Like, what the heck? So knowing that, but I didn't know that until like after. So it's like, knowing that, I'm sure, I do. I believe Boston Rob was like trying to like be this united whatever. And you see that in the previous episodes. We murder Jeremy. We do this. We're trying until you go for Boston. You can't go for Boston Rob. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, there definitely is a difference between people who are seasoned game players and people like Bob the drag queen who just talk a lot and are personalities. And that's not a diss at him. It's just saying like he's not. I would say game players are very conscious of the words they use.
Yes. And so I remember it being like, oh my gosh, he's coming for him. So it was so fast. So we get back.
Did you not believe him when he said,
I didn't believe him because I didn't remember. It didn't stick out to me as like, oh my gosh.
So your mind is like, this is an ego thing.
This is an ego thing.
And you don't trust him.
And I don't trust him after that because I'm thinking like, oh my gosh, he just literally wants to be in control and that's it. Now I kind of understand. But again, it's like, I don't know what's all going on. So then when you get back and we come back after that mission, the head rolling one, and he's like, go with this plan. It's so fast. And it was like, we felt like, or I can't speak for Danielle. I felt like I had no other choice. It was like, I have to. And it just seemed so soon. And it scared the crap out of me.
Well, and Danielle said in the turret and in a confessional, she said, Boston Rob, he turned on one of us. Her words. I bring that up because of the irony of what happens later in the episode. But I mean, I can understand how, having not heard those words or picked up on Bob the drag queen saying, it's one of the 3 new guys, I would probably be sussed out too. So I understand why y'all would be sussed out. What I don't understand was who picked Robin
Wait, what?
to murder.
Okay, so yeah, you see in the episode, as seen in the episode, I didn't want to murder another housewife. We kept doing this.
What? That doesn't make sense at all.
What?
To murder another housewife.
It was like the chaos thing. We kept going. Here's the deal. Let's just cut to the shit here. Early on, and you see this in all the episodes thus far, it's like, we have to make, like, what's the alibi? What, like, make this make sense and all this. And it's like, the bottom line is like, there is, how do you make it make sense? No, this whole game doesn't make sense.
That's true.
And again, especially early on, and then with the bottom line is, it's like, people become close with certain people and some people don't, and some, like, so it's like, okay, does this person trust me? Do I care if I murder this person? Do they trust me? Let's just cut the shit. We don't want to murder the people that we actually are close to. It's true. Like, as you get further into the game, we try to come up with these like 20 steps ahead and how make this make sense. And what are people going to say? And what are people going to think? And it's like, this game is all over the place and it changes all the time, where it's like, this person's suspicious because, okay, Nikki, her energy shifted and she made a face. It's like, it can change at any time. The target of the traitor, you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know what?
It's like, it comes down to like, okay, maybe Boston Rob didn't have a relationship with Robin, didn't care, knew that she wasn't voting with him, and was like, let's murder her. And we all, like, we didn't want to go with that, but like you see in every turret thing, I don't usually really get my way.
Well, I think that's a very insightful look at the dynamics of a show like this, because yeah, it doesn't make sense, but at the same time, you're right. You said that of course you keep your friends. So if you start noticing, okay, Danielle and Brittany are still here, why are all these people, and not looking at the people that get banished, but looking at
the murders. It's like, let's just cut the bullshit. Like, this isn't about like, again, as you get further along in the game, and then you have to like make sacrifices for this or that and whatever. I get it, but it's like, let's just stop with this. Like, well, what are people going to think? And how are we going to pin this on someone? Come on. Like, the pinning it on this person. And then we can say it's that.
Well,
bottom line,
that's how Bob the drag queen got caught. You
want people to vote with you, to work with you. That's really it. So as you get further along, like as we're on episode 5 now, okay, you don't want to kill off people who are voting with you. It's really like, so let's just say that, but
So then you go to the challenge after. Well, let's go to the breakfast room. Let's go Tamara style here. You go to the breakfast room.
Breakfast room. I come busting out. Of course, everyone's looking at me like I'm nuts and like, good. And I do get winded walking up the stairs. Yes, I do. And I could barely walk in those heels.
Wait, what stairs? Because it's on the same floor, right?
You don't see, Carson, behind the scenes. You don't see them. We're in little, like, we're in rooms before we go to breakfast. Way around. It's like a dang, like, it is. It's like a castle. It's a castle. Like, it's far. And so I'm like stomping and galloping in these heels that I can barely walk in anyway. Mm-hmm. I was out of breath. Sorry. I'm just, it's just I'm sorry. I am really frustrated because it's like, okay. And Carson, you said to me last night, you're like, you can't be mad at people because that's how you play the game. And so you can't be, what did you say?
I said,
no, and I agreed with you. I was like, no, you're right. You're right.
Well, no, I said you can't go into a game acting like playing up, being emotional and doing weird things.
So far I haven't played up being emotional.
Okay, but more so playing up like yes,
like, yeah, duh. Like,
then you can't be upset at people for underestimating you because that's your strategy. You want them to underestimate you.
Sometimes it hurts my feelings, and again, good, it does, because again, some of that is like actually me. Of course, it is. Like, I'm literally just being myself, and people make fun of me. So again, it's like, Hi. And so again, though, like I wouldn't have it any other way. And there was not once where I was like, I really want to try to fit in with these people, or like, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
I don't give a crap.
Well, there was a moment at the breakfast room where Dylan, because he's commenting on you being winded, and he's like, he looks at Danielle and he's like, she's really acting interesting or something like that.
Am I Dylan? Am I acting interesting, or am I just Carolyn?
And Danielle, I was watching her because, because I feel like if you have someone's back, you're going to be like, oh, that's just Carolyn, or just, play it off, right? Because at the end of the day, she even said, I thought we are a team. She said that at the beginning or something along the lines, and Boston Rob turned on one of us.
Yeah.
And so here she is, and then she's like, yeah, she is acting weird, like playing into it.
How was I acting weird either, Dylan? Because you know what? Like, because I busted in the room, I literally have done that every other time.
Yeah, I don't think.
Was I acting
I
different?
think Dylan was just commenting on how you walked in, but Danielle had, I feel like, ulterior motives.
Oh, of course she did. So he said that, and of course, like he's like, she's acting fun or whatever. That's it. Oh, like, so it's like, Dylan, did you plant the seed? No, he didn't. I just wanted to blame him
because well, okay, Jeremy came up to you and was talking in a previous episode and was talking about Danielle, and you were like, you just didn't say anything.
No, but I was like, like, really?
Yeah, like you just acted silly.
And again, they don't like, but I was like, oh, wow. Are you
yeah,
sure?
you were protecting her.
And then I told her,
And you told her. And did Danielle tell you about what Dylan said? Not that he was really like calling you out as a traitor, but she definitely was not. From that moment, you could tell she was on your side. So my question is, had she already made up in her mind she was going to turn on you? Because then y'all go to the challenge. What was the challenge again? I don't even remember.
That thing in the thing.
Oh yeah, the chapel.
The riddle thing.
The chapel. That was fun. Or the
riddles.
And dang it. I wish they had. Okay.
So basically,
we didn't see.
Well, no, because I got my picture. So I can't say that though. Okay, yeah. Anyways, so yeah, we do that, and like.
No. Okay, so we're at.
Excuse, were you there, Carson?
No, I wasn't. I wanted to talk about.
Go ahead, Carson.
No, you go ahead. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. I'm underestimating her.
I hate everyone.
I just wanted to go in more detail about the challenge.
Why?
Well,
mission.
Sorry, Survivor. That gets confused. Specifically because Danielle.
Yeah, I was gonna bring that up, girl.
Oh,
I'm not
sorry.
there yet. So basically, like, yes, you're in there. Blah blah blah. We're doing the thing. It's always like difficult with these because it's like, do I want to try to get a shield and be like, it's kind of a balance. So for the head thing, I'm not going to be, I need a shield. Like, it's like, I'm not going to do that, but I'm also not going to like, just not try at all. Like, it's kind of a, like, it's a balance. Like you see the first episode, I'm not getting off that boat. Like, girl, I'm not getting off. I'll kind of like weave and go, like, sometimes I'm going to really go hard sometimes, but I'm girl. So to give it, first of all, I'm like, okay, it does. When you're in this environment, and you see Dolores say this, like, I don't even want that shield if she's going to get this, and you see someone shaking. I mean, it gets really tense. Like, it's like, what is going on? Like, this is not that serious.
Well, and then there's a trend. It's like, okay, people are putting their own faces up there. Chriselle put her face up there. Who else put their face up there?
Everybody.
What did Wes go? I can't remember. No,
but
Derek. Sorry, I mean Kevin. Derek.
I don't know, but I basically, yes, it was just like, Boston Rob calls it out, like, what are you doing? Because again, it's like, not only is it I am just gonna willingly give you the shield, but then I'm gonna like, I'm so scared. It's like, what is going on? This is not happening right now.
Well, it's just silly. Like, everyone has put their own face up there, and she walks up there, she wins, and she's like, Robin.
Dolores.
I mean, Dolores, sorry, yeah. Dolores, like, I feel so bad for you. And Dolores is, housewife, and she's fallen for it.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
everyone else is like,
she did,
what?
but then was like, I don't want
so
it.
basically, you're comfortable. You're comfortable. And so she wins again. And she puts someone else up there.
Who was it?
Derek, Kevin.
Was it? And
yes.
Then but then
because
Dolores
she was
ends up
worried
getting it.
about Derek being upset at her. And it's like...
So, yeah, I mean, girl...
And then she realized, then she has this epiphany, like, oh, wait, I should have put myself up there. What do I do?
Yeah.
Gonna fake cry.
No.
Sorry. And it's just like, what?
We're
And
nice.
even Boston Rob's up there. He's like, what is she doing? And what were you thinking?
I get uncomfortable sometimes because, again,
Because it's so fake.
My whole thinking during this mission is like, what is going on? Like, this doesn't need to be so intense, and it doesn't need to be. This is literally supposed to be fun. We're playing riddle, or we're guessing riddles, and again, to go to these lengths, like, we are literally playing with housewives and Britney Spears' ex, and we are playing with like all these random people. We're not all gamers here. We don't need to go this extra. And so it would always just like, because again, I always felt like this is just a fun, silly game, not this. So anyways, I was uncomfortable.
It was baffling to watch.
So yeah, so that was great.
Well, and she taunts around like, I'm this Big Brother legend.
Girl.
She does. She does.
We're doing it. We're on one right now. Yes, you are.
I can speak.
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but like, yeah, clearly we don't.
My leg's shaking. I'm angry.
Anyway, yeah. Okay, then we go back, and where are we? We're at the
castle.
What happened? Oh, and then you hear Dylan shut down. No. Oh, then you go to
the car. The cars. That's where the craziness starts. You already think it's crazy? Wait. Because Danielle gets in that car. I think she has, I don't remember all the people in there, but she's like, and then in her confessional, she's like, this is my time. I have to take out Boston Rob. And to take out Boston Rob, I'm going to take out Carolyn, who literally doesn't trust Boston Rob.
Yeah, so, I mean, we'll see.
Explain this logic to me.
I don't know. We'll have to have her on the pod.
You literally don't trust Boston Rob in the turret. And then you have a moment with her where y'all meet in the castle and you're like, what was that? Why'd he do that? And you're like, I don't trust him.
And so at this time in the game, I'm thinking like, okay, like we are both on the same page about Boston Rob. He can't be here. He's going to just take us all out. What is he doing? He's telling us what to do. These were our thoughts. He's just telling us it's last minute. We had no other choice. Okay, he's this dictator. We got to get him out. We got to get him out.
Question: if Danielle had come to you with a plan and she said, let's, everyone doesn't trust him. It's obvious it was traitor on traitor that night when
we already talked. Yeah.
When Bob the Dragon, what % chance would you have voted for Boston Rob that night?
Oh, I have no.
Like what?
I wouldn't have voted. No, I wouldn't have voted for. I didn't want to vote for any traitors this early.
Yeah, but let's say the tides had turned at the round table that night.
I probably would have done what I had to do. Okay, I don't know, Carson. I don't even know. I can't even answer that.
I'm just trying to get a feel for how much.
I didn't want, but I truly didn't want to go for traitors this early. Like, what the heck? Okay. When I'm like, we're supposed to be a team. Again, you see me and Danielle and Boston Rob, we're like, none of us, we're not getting along very well in the turret. But again, I still in my head was like, I have to work with these people. I have to. And a lot of the time you see them get their way. You do. I am the turning around in there. So it's like, murder Jeremy? Okay. Every single plan, like you see me get shot down again and again with things that Dorinda, nope. Every single thing I've said is shot down. So how am I hard to work with? I'm literally just a fly on the wall who doesn't get listened to. So I would think
exactly
so that. It's like that's what doesn't like something okay because you literally got your way. So it's like get rid of me to no. I'm easy to work with, or I might be like rolling my eyes, but I'm saying like I'm easy in the fact that you're getting your way. You're getting your way. So what's the problem here? Other than Bob the Drag Queen, which we both then team up and are like, yes, Boston Rob can't be here. What the heck is going on? So yes,
So
that was shocking to like just see all of that, and like I don't see all this stuff.
So she's like, okay,
I'm on the
Boston Rob's the mafia. So in order to take out Boston Rob, I'm gonna take out Carolyn, take out one of our own. So the contradiction here. At the beginning of the episode, she's in her confessional. She's upset at Boston Rob for going after Bob the drag queen, coming after one of y'all's own. And then,
and I wasn't even in that mix. I wasn't even in the mix of those two, and I still didn't want to get rid of Bob the drag queen.
And then moments later, the same day in the car, she's like, I'm going to turn on Carolyn, who, first of all, has not been suspected by anyone. And people, even in that car, when she's like, I think we're looking in the wrong direction. I think it's a female.
Yep.
And she says,
so yeah, this is clearly, we know what's happening.
Well, but it's like, and then even then, the people in that car are like, yeah, it's not Carolyn.
Yeah, she knew that. So like, duh, like we can watch now and be like, okay, it's pretty obvious what's happening, right? And like, even like from
what is happening
from episode 3, it's like put her in the coffin, because my name wasn't out there, so get rid of her. That's it.
Exactly. I think that she was threatened by you because she recognized that you were playing such a good game that in order for her to, I don't think she was playing a team. I think she really was playing individually, and she was looking 20 steps ahead.
And again, we could have been like, I would have been.
And I think she foreshadowed in her head, like, okay, I see Carolyn and me at the final 5, and Carolyn's able to take me out, and Carolyn wins. So, and she was thinking so individualistic that she didn't even, it just blinded everything. She's like, I'm going to take out Carolyn and put suspicion on her because no one else is. I think she felt threatened by you. So don't go in your confessional and blame this. I'm going to be smart and take out Boston Rob. No, you were just trying to pin it on Carolyn because you were jealous of her for playing the best traitor game.
Let's not say jealous though.
Okay,
I hate that
threatened.
But again, yeah, like you can see, because there's no suspicion on me. So yes, it's like, wait, what? But what's shocking is that you see in the episode, and then you see the preview where I'm like, I was loyal. I would, so it's shocking. I was not going, I did not want, I am literally saying that we are a team, despite all of like, if we don't agree with things, it doesn't matter. We're a team. And again, even if we don't agree with things, I'm not getting my way. No one's like listening to me with my ideas. So who gives a shit if I'm there? Right. Mm-hmm. It's because I would never. Yeah.
So behind your back, she is crawling around, whispering in people's ear, we're looking in the wrong direction. It's Carolyn. Like, even Boston Rob didn't do that. Did he? Like, he waited till the round table to go after Bob the drag queen.
And again, it was because, but it's like, I don't see all that out there, but like, yes, it's like, so anyway, yeah, I just thought the whole point of the Traitors was like, you work with your traitors until there's so much suspicion. The problem is, it's like there was already so much suspicion on Danielle. I never would have like thought to like bury her.
Here's the other thing, like, did she not watch season 2 and see how Dan just ruined the entire game for the Traitors by putting Phaedra out, who wasn't being suspected? Like, it's like, what's the deal with Big Brother flops doing this on Traitors? No, the Big Brother legends or self-proclaimed legends flopping on Traitors as traitors.
All right, we're going to take a quick break.
And we will be back.
Welcome back, everybody. So yeah, I'm really excited. No, it was great. It was great. Like, you see I love the shot of me eating Cheerios. Mm-hmm. That was always so fun. I loved eating those Cheerios. And yeah. So yeah, you see at the end of the night, and then like we're gonna, go and getting called up to bed. And Dylan comes and tells me that, and it seriously is just like it happened. Like, it's the end of the night of that episode, because it's like an episode a day or whatever. And then we get called to bed, and it's like, but then we go into the turret. Like, it happens just like that, where he tells me, and I am like, hold me back. So yeah, and then they show the little preview for next episode. But yeah, I'm thinking in my head, like, thank you, Dylan, for letting me know.
Well, what did
I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, I didn't expect that. Nope. I didn't know. I had no idea.
No one did.
Thanks, Dylan.
So Dylan is the ultimate faithful, but he's also the ultimate, like, just friend. I like him. It's funny to me that Dylan is friends with the traitors, Danielle and Boston Rob. Like, he was successful in finding Bob the drag queen, and he's on the traitor hunt. Yet,
Yeah.
two of his best friends are traitors.
What are you gonna do? Which part of, like, I think of Sandra, like, that was her thing, is like
The
I don't
traitor
care.
angel.
Yeah, the traitor angel. So, like, girl, okay. So yeah, thank you, Dylan. And now
I want to ask you about the moment that Brittany and Danielle were talking, because and there was another moment on the episode where someone brought you up. I think it was after Danielle had, been suspecting of, or had rather revealed you, and Brittany said she's not capable.
Yeah, she's and I like heard that, and it's just, again, I know, like, that's the point. That's why I'm all over the place. That's why, because no one's gonna freaking suspect crap. But at the end of the day, it's like, like, I'm not capable, because why? I'm weird, because I have a crazy personality. Again, this is what I want, right? I want to be unsuspecting. But it's just shocking. It really is, the way that we judge people, the way that we look at people. It's shocking, because it's like, just because someone has like a weird, like, dang, I guess it's that easy then. Just bust into the doorway of breakfast and pretend to fall over, and she couldn't possibly be a traitor. It's crazy. Like, there are different personality types, and I loved Nikki's elimination or banishment thing, where she was like, what did she say about personalities? And like, we judge people, or what did she say? Like, we all,
she's talking about judgment
of her, like, person. And I really did. I thought that her little speech at the end was perfect, because it's like, we do, like, you're not belly laughing, or you're not. It's like, some people just are the way that they are. And again, it's just shocking that it's like, anybody who is just a little bit weird, a little bit different, it's like, they couldn't possibly be capable of playing a game. Okay, so I guess I need to go into my confessionals and be a game bot, or I guess I have to, like, what is, like, I would like to know, Brittany, what does it look like? What does somebody who is capable of being a traitor, what the hell does that look like? Because after, I know we're only on 3 seasons, we have all the other versions. You have UK, all the other versions, and it's like, they've really done a good job of, like, getting a good different mix of people each time. What does a traitor look like? Dan? Does it look like Danielle? Like, what tell me and describe to me what a traitor looks like, and how do you determine if one is capable? Because what is this based off of? Because I'm weird, because what?
Well, Danielle is a traitor to the traitors.
Tell me, what is it?
I think that
I already know. Come on,
you do, but I do think
it's annoying.
I'm sure it is. I also think that that is why you are loved.
No, I know. So, like,
no, listen, I think that people resonate with you who have felt in weird ways, even if you're like the cool kid and you've gotten you've just felt insecure. People resonate with you, because it's like, wow, that is a real human being who's not playing it up, who's not being someone that they're not, who's not trying to fit into the normalities of the society standards of stereotypes,
or like say the right thing in my confessional to. And if you notice, I don't have, like, and it was like that on Survivor. I'm not going to go in and do my analogies. I'm not going to go in, and I can't do that, and I can't talk like that. And it was the same way in the turret, where I can't I talk about, like, how Phaedra did such a good job, Parvati did such a good job of, like, playing it up, or like being like, I can't do that. And so, like, even when I was picked, I'm like, I'm not going to be able to do the, like, you know how Phaedra did it so naturally, and it just flowed. I'm not going to be able to be like murder. I can't. So I'm going to be just more me. Which whatever. And I feel like Boston Rob was like that too. Like you just saw Boston Rob like being the Boston Rob in the right on the you see him being like that in the episodes. Anyway, I don't even know where I was going with this, but it's just it's we. That's the whole point. So yeah, like I'm not capable. What in that? Like, am I like? Yeah. Thank you.
And Bob Harper called you
delusional. No,
batshit.
Batshit. No, I'm fine with that. Not delusional, disheveled. I am disheveled. Thank you.
People have a lot to learn from you.
But Carson, that's the point. So,
I get it. Okay, so all right, Danielle and Brittany are talking more, and here's how I felt watching it.
It's just like how we like just not only like the game. It's like not only like on a game side of things that like, oh wow, people can have a brain and a unique personality. Also, it's like the way that we discount people, the way that we just completely, and this goes into all walks of life, not just in these games, the way that if like someone has like a quirky personality or someone's a little bit weird or somebody just does not fit into the norm of what everyone else is doing and looking like and sounding like, we just discount them. It's true.
Yeah. I felt like watching Danielle and Brittany talk more. To me, it was like there was some sort of nonverbal exchange that Danielle was signifying to Brittany that she was a traitor. That's how I felt.
Yeah, it's a little strange. Like, and I just feel it. Ah! Like, yeah, come on. So yeah, it's just very like, yeah, it's been fun.
To me, it was looking like Brittany or Danielle was hinting to Brittany like, "Hey, I'm a traitor. Like, work with me, and I'll keep you." That's how I felt. Which
because we haven't heard anything from Brittany yet. If she thinks Danielle is, that's right.
No, we haven't. I just think that the way Danielle's going about this, it's like traitor suicide. Literally like, okay, I'm going to throw all my friends in the thing, and then I'm going to try and take everyone out. Like, what is she doing? It's
been fun to watch.
No, it hasn't.
So yeah, thanks everyone.
Like, I think you said it best. You said like seasons 1 and 2, so fun. Like, it's all about having fun. It's about like
lighthearted.
It's lighthearted. This has been like people are crying, leaving out. Nikki's crying. Chriselle devastated. Like Tony tears. Jeremy crying. What's the deal with y'all's season being so serious? Danielle.
No, stop. But you know what I'm saying? Like, again, these games like bring out, but yeah, I would say this so many times. I'm like, well, like, I thought this was like supposed to be goofy, and like we are literally playing with random ass people, housewives, like people who don't like. We don't.
Yeah.
What's the analogy I use? We don't need to dunk. We do not need to dunk on toddlers. Like this is.
That's so true. It's literally like toddlers playing basketball.
Toddlers playing compared to you are in the NBA. You are playing with toddlers and you're dunking on them. That's not impressive.
But in your dunk, you're like no.
We don't need to do it. Like, let's just have fun. Yeah. Anyway, so.
But she's also fumbling.
Okay. So. Yeah. So yeah. So thank you, everyone. No. So yeah.
No, we have more to talk about.
The next one is blah 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 blah, and it looks really good, and I'm excited for next.
We have more to talk about. So Nikki, she did make a really interesting face to me. Were you in that car when she did that? Mm-hmm. Okay, because she goes, and I remember watching that and being like, what is she doing? So I actually completely understand where Chriselle came from.
I get it. Like, again, and it's just like, and you can look at anything. But yeah, like remember the other episode where Nikki literally says, I can't do Bob the Durkin. I can't. So like she was probably really, really shocked hearing that. And obviously we know Boston Rob is lying when he tells her that. But she probably was really shocked. But yeah, the face, it was like, wait, what? So I get it.
And the Bambis turned on each other, or really Gabby and Chriselle.
Well, like, like Boston Rob had said, like they aren't always voting together. They're all like, come on. Anyways, so yeah, we're just trying to catch traitors out there. So that's what Chriselle was doing. It's true.
Well, honestly, it was hard for me to even watch the roundtable because I was just so
Carson.
upset at the events that were happening beforehand of people of your own traitor targeting you, and so like what was going through your head at that roundtable? Were you like
No, that because I didn't
you
know
didn't
yet.
know. Yeah. Let's talk about the episode preview because there was so much to unpack in those 10 seconds. Because you're clearly upset. They go to your confessional after Dylan tells you that, hey, Danielle's been throwing your name out, but don't worry, I'm going to try to keep us together. And you're like, no, Dylan, it's done.
Bring it to the round table.
You're like, wait till the round table. You're like, no, bring her, tell her to come.
Well, what else am I supposed to say? She's a trait. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Well, and then they go to your confessional and you're like, it's game on.
Is that what I said?
No, what did you say?
I don't remember.
I don't either. But that was the essence of it.
So yeah, it was good. And I want to murder you both. Isn't that the next one?
Yeah, you said in the confession in the turret, because it gets they did show y'all walk to the turret because you're like, I don't want to go to the turret after all this.
And go talk about
and
murder.
when in reality we're trying to murder each other.
No, girl, you weren't.
What am I missing?
That's because you were texting at this time.
Oh, okay.
No,
because I was upset.
Now we gotta go to the turret because it's like okay, like I just hear that information and now I have to go to the turret. Like, who do you guys want to murder? I want to murder you both. That's what I said.
Yeah, you said that.
Like, you know what I'm saying? How am I gonna like now fake it and go in? Because Dylan, like, promise you won't say anything. I promise. Okay. So yeah, we're excited.
Well, I did like just seeing each of your faces because Danielle's not expecting you to know. Boston Rob is like, what's going on, and then you are like looking at her with devil eyes. You are
I couldn't help it.
Mad. And then you're like, I just want to kill you both. And poor Boston Rob's probably like, Carolyn, I'm not even targeting you. But then what else?
That's it.
No, they show you at the round table briefly, like some, but you said Danielle's name.
Yeah, I said you're the one who's causing chaos. That's
yes. Okay. I'm excited. I am very excited.
So we will see you back next week.
Next week. We're so excited to watch next week. Should we do on Patreon another live watch of the episode?
That was really late.
But here's the thing, we can still do it, but we're just at different homes.
Yeah, that was a lot. That was like
that was fun. I like that.
No, it was. No, I'm saying like I had to take some steps back. I'm like real timing, like getting calls and stuff, and it was just like, and we're just, and again, it's just it's kind of like, and sorry that the sound went out, and we'll get it better next time. And we aren't streaming like the episode for legal like we're not doing that. We're just, it's like a reaction. We're watching it. Come watch it with us. 1, 2, 3. Start the episode on your Peacock account.
And we'll all watch together.
Yeah.
Okay, I have one more question for you about how you've reacted to all this, because that's what we discussed at the beginning of this episode. Hey, okay, you played on this season. Yeah, but I only saw my perspective. So what were the other perspectives that were out there? And so watching that episode, what were your, like, how did you feel? Like, did you expect to see Danielle go after you so soon? Like,
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I thought, okay.
Because
Dylan told me, right. I trust Dylan. Like,
so she must have just whispered it in Dylan's ear.
Whispering, okay.
But no, she's in the car going crazy, being like, it's a female, and no one's suspecting her, and it's Carolyn. And I'll be honest, I remember liking Danielle on Big Brother. I watched All Stars with her and Janelle and Boogie and Dr. Will. Danielle. I think I've watched Danielle on Big Brother. I remember liking her. So to see her going from that to this, it's just really disappointing. Very disappointing.
Oh, right.
I don't like her anymore.
Carson!
We're done.
No,
we're gonna take a break, and when we're back, we're gonna ask Carolyn what her girl moment was, and I'm going to analyze a specific Carolyn face. We'll be back.
Gosh, and the way that my voice, welcome back. What's that called, Carson, where you're supposed to like when you pronounce words, you're supposed to like and now we're back.
You mean dictate? Dictation.
Yes. I'm literally in the turret and I say something like, where's the team or something. I say it so weird the way like I'm like I can't remember, but I played it a few times because I was like, why do I God, I get it. And so anyone who says my voice is a little grating, again, I'm not reading comments, I'm not searching my name, but I just sometimes when I listen to my voice, I'm like, oh my, I get it. True, it's true. I have a very like, why aren't I a voice actress? Anyway, call me. So here's what. No, I mean like, it's so annoying.
What you do with your voice is when you're saying words, you move the pitch at what you're saying, your note or whatever word you're saying up and down. So it goes,
it's so annoying.
And it's almost like a voice crack, but in a slide,
like a puberty.
So it's bad. That's Carolyn.
So anyway, tune in. So my moment, I won immunity. Oops, not immunity. I didn't win a shield either. I just got one of the riddles right. So that's my moment.
Did you put your face up?
Of course I did. No, I put Dolores's. No, I put mine up, and I remember thinking like, I was so proud of myself because on Survivor, I didn't win anything. You know what I'm saying? And I was really proud.
They didn't show this.
They didn't show it. I don't remember what riddle it was, but it was a very proud moment for me out there because I got to smash the thing. I was really proud of myself. And that's it.
It's a big deal. Well, my Carolyn translation moment. Let's pull it up on the screen. There is this picture of you after Dylan tells you, hey, Danielle has said your name. And it's in your confessional. And usually I like to pick moments out or faces that you make within the game because it's more authentic to faces that people would expect to see out there. But this one stood out to me so much because it wasn't about you necessarily reacting to something or having a hidden meaning. It was just, you could tell you had flipped a switch and the game was on. You like purse your eyes together and you put your tongue out at one point.
I know.
And you're like, and you don't say this verbally, but basically your face says it's on. It's on. All bets are off. The slate has been cleared.
Yeah.
I'm coming for you, Danielle.
Or am I?
Or are you? We'll see. So we will be back next episode. Yeah, we'll be back next episode to discuss more about the Traitors. I'm so excited for episode 6 of the Traitors. And if you want more from us, we're going to be filming in the car because we're driving a good bit today, and we're going to do our Patreon segment in the car. We're going to film it. You can join to hear more from us about how we're feeling. I'll lay in on a certain person I'm pissed at.
No, you're not.
I'm not.
Carson.
I'm just kidding. Yeah. We're going to have fun. So anyways, thank you so much for listening. We will be back. Thank you for supporting the queen that is Carolyn.
No, that's Sandra. Girl, don't you dare.
The queen of Traitors, Carolyn Wiger.
No, Carson, that's Sandra.
Of Traitors.
I'm not even there yet. Carson, we are on episode.
Give her her crown.
Yet. Nope.
Okay.
And we can't. That's gurl. Thank you.
Thanks, all. Bye.